Well, good morning, everybody. It's Lisa Copeland, 15 Minutes of Fierce. Today is Friday, January 18th. Or is it the 17th? Oh, it's the 18th. I was setting this up this morning. I kept hitting the 19th. Why am I trying to lose a day in my life? I saw Ken and Melissa and Dina and James and Laura. And okay, so first of all, I have to start out a little bit on a roll this morning. Okay. So yesterday morning, all is good. I'm posting in my Big Sellers Mastermind Group, which if you're not a member of yet, you need to be a member of. And by yesterday afternoon, I check my group constantly. I want to know what's going on with my people, with my tribe. If I see something interesting, I put it in there. And by about 3 o'clock, we went from 2,700 to 1,925, I think, or 1,936. So this is me dialing for dollars. Like, I freaked out. So I called Lundy first, and I'm like, Glenn, did you lose part of your group? And he was like, yeah, he lost a third of his group. Then I immediately called Ken Walls, and I'm like, I know you're on here, Ken, but this is such a funny story. And I go, oh my God, Ken, this is what happened. Well, Ken hadn't heard about it yet, so he starts Googling it. And on Google, it says that that Facebook had gone through and they had deleted a bunch of fake Russian accounts. And I'm like, okay, whoa, hold the train. I do not believe that 700 of my big sellers were Russian operatives. We ended up finding out later what happened. But so with that being said, Ken, I know you're going LOL. It was so funny. I'm like, Ken, this was not the Russians. These were not fake Russian operatives. Although I was saying that based on nothing, because it very well could have been. Because at that moment in time when he was looking for me, that's all we could find is that Facebook had just deleted a bunch of Russians. So I was going to call Lundy back and go, you had 8,000 fake Russian operatives in your group. So anyways, but that being said, I'm going a little off topic today, but I don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, who is in control of our business? Okay, when an entity can come in, I'm scared to even say the entity because my video will probably get throttled. When the entity can come in and just wipe out 800 people from our groups, from whatever, what are we doing to protect ourselves? What are we doing to protect our communities? And so, so I want to, first of all, I want to ask you guys a big favor. Putin's at it again. Oh my God. I laughed so hard and I was literally getting ready to call Lundy and just be like, it was the Russians. But what are we doing to protect our tribes? First thing I want to ask you, this is super self-serving, but will you go back in? Because apparently what happened was it was the people that have been invited to the group that didn't say yes. Then they kind of pulled those out of your numbers and set them in a different column. I mean, Shaka Dyson, everybody I know lost massive amounts of people. Well, I'm asking you guys to go back in and invite everybody you know. Because I'm going to be allowed to do a video, or everybody is, to go out and invite them. The bigger the group, the better. I can tell you how many people have done business in Big Sellers, have written 6-figure contracts. I've got 2 people that have contacted me and said, Lisa, because of this group, because of collaborating, because of meeting these people, because of watching these people, because of having access to these people, I've written 6-figure contracts. If you use our group for what it's to be used for, and that's not to spam, I hate spam, but it is to genuinely make connections. It's genuinely to help. It's genuinely to understand what other people do, how you can serve them and how they can serve you. It is a great group. So I need you guys to help me out here. I need you to go in and invite. Because, I don't know what happened to that first 700 that we lost. Supposedly they're going to be somewhere else, but who knows? But I want to go in and I want everybody on this today to invite at least 10, 15, 20 people that you know would benefit from Big Sellers. It's a fantastic group. I've personally done a lot of business out of Big Sellers. I didn't really start it for that, but it's been a great tool to get to know people. James and Ken and Nigel and Israel. How are you? And Janelle, good morning, sister. Oh, Janelle, I saw a picture of you on the red carpet. How cute were you? Good Lord. Okay, so that was my one thing from yesterday. Like, I thought, the Russians had invaded Big Sellers Mastermind. Thank you, Ken Walls. And then I was with a client most of the day yesterday, but on my lunch break, I'd had an appointment with a nutritionalist, and I think you guys would find this funny too. And so anyways, and she was like going through all the, like, I take like 99 supplements a day. I mean, of course, one to make you younger, for your skin, for your hair, for your adrenal system, for the. So anyways, so she's going through them all. She's like, you're in pretty good shape. You should add more vitamin B, or no, I'm sorry, more vitamin D and more magnesium. And then she starts in on, she's like, oh, so you're on airplanes a lot. I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, when you're flying, this high, you are subjected to more radiation. I'm like, oh, okay, great. She's like, so, you need more vitamin D. I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, in fact, you should double up on vitamin D K2 for my friends that travel out there, vitamin D/K2. And you should take 5 of those suckers, 5,000 milligrams a day. I was taking like 600. Okay, so that's my health tip for the day. But anyways, she's like, okay, so now we've got all your supplements straight, and we're going to build your adrenal system, and blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, now we need to start talking about what you eat. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we go through it. She's like, yeah, you eat pretty clean. You don't seem to have a sugar fix. I'm like, no. She's like, okay, so one of the things that'll actually hurt your adrenal system as you're trying to, keep this immune system high as you're traveling, as you need the energy, She's like, the 2 things that I would recommend you cutting from your diet is coffee and wine. I'm like, whoa. No. There's certain things in life that are non-negotiables. There's certain things in life that I live for. It would be my family first, then my friends, and my coffee and my wine, which there's not any wine in this cup, I promise. But by about 5 o'clock there is my coffee and my wine. I'm like, look, I will cut all sugar. I will only eat grass-fed beef, which I think is kind of wussy if you live in Texas. I won't eat a hot dog again because she says that that's trash. But by God, the wine and the coffee are non-negotiables. So I don't care how you write this plan for me. Those are my non-negotiables. And she's like, you're serious about this? I'm like, you have no idea. There are just certain guilty pleasures in life. I can cut all hard alcohol, meaning mixed drinks. I don't care about that. Vodka, kind of like it when I'm on no carb thing. But anyways, that's okay. That's fine. Cut it all out. Cut out the hot dogs. Okay, they're trash. I don't even eat them that often. I don't care. Cut out sugar. I don't even eat that very often. Cut out bread. I can live without it. But coffee and wine? Oh, no. It's one of those things where they say if you were stuck on a desert island, what would you want? Throw it out there. What you guys would want would be the 2 things that you would want if you were stuck on a desert island. You know what mine would be? I would need 3. Coffee, wine, and English muffins. So I did agree to give up my English muffin in the morning. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry. I'm being silly this morning, but I was so freaked out yesterday when yesterday morning we had 2,700. And then by mid-afternoon when I'm trying to update my group that I love so much, and it's at 1,900 and something. And then, and then Ken Walls tells me that it must have been the Russians. It was pretty funny. I think it was funnier to me. Did anybody watch Barrett Jackson last night? Okay, Sean Weatherby says, you are trip girl. Oh, you are trip girl. I wonder if you meant to say I'm a trip girl. Yeah, I kind of am this morning. I'm telling you. And I'm not drinking wine. So last night, you guys know I was out at Barrett Jackson, and we were out scoping cars for my dear friend Sharon Lecter, who wants a 54 T-Bird. That's what she wants. Now, she bought one of the most expensive, well, I shouldn't say most expensive, but she bought an Aston Martin there a few years ago, and then she ended up donating it to charity, but it was the James Bond car. And I don't know if you guys saw, one of the race cars went out last night for $300,000 to St. Jude's, which I love St. Jude's. So I thought that was just really beautiful and cool. So Sharon was there last night out trying to buy the 54 T-Bird. So I can't wait to talk to her today. But if you guys get the chance, it's on Motor Trend, the station Motor Trend. Barrett Jackson is going to be live for the next few days. And I mean, you talk about the rich and the famous out there, and they're out there and they're bidding up these cars. And of course, me being a car dealer, like, I know what these cars are really worth versus the emotion of just bidding up these cars. Now, I love to see them bid up when they're for charity, like that race car last night. I was like, that went to $300,000, but all the proceeds were given to St. Jude's. So I was like, oh, I love that. So I thought that was really cool. Okay, so what are we going to do to protect our businesses from Big Brother? And I'm not going to say it out loud or my video is going to get throttled. But how are we going to protect ourselves from Big Brother, where someone can just swoop in and take part of our community? Just take it. Boom. Gone. gone. Now, Shaka told me that they're sitting in, I haven't even gone in to look yet. They're supposedly sitting in invited, and we're going to have one more chance to talk to them. Okay, my goal is to absolutely get this community to a minimum of 5,000 people. I think it can get to the point where they almost get too big, where you start getting lost in the shuffle. But I want 5,000 committed big sellers where we can start segmenting people off into different areas. So like, for example, automotive, real estate, financial services, whatever, so that we can build sub-communities within the community. Because that is the best way to do business, is to find people that you know, like, and trust. I do believe that came out of Bob Burg's The Go-Giver. I remember that when I was shooting with him. Anyways, but wouldn't you rather do business with people you know, like, and trust, who share your values, who share your passion for business, for doing things right, for being unapologetically fierce? Yes, I think so. So will you guys do that? Will you go out there, and will you today, share the video, great, but will you go out there and will you go into Big Sellers Mastermind? Because I know every one of you are members, and invite 10, 15, 20 people that you think would be valued to our community. It's like I said, there were 700 people who lost their chance. Now I'm going to have one more chance to go back and re-invite them. And of course I'm going to, but will you please do that? Hey, Shaka, I see you're on there, my dear. I was just talking about you if your ears were burning. So anyways, go in and add people to our community. Use our community not to spam, but as a resource. Find people that you authentically want to follow within that group, people that you want to get to know, people that you want to do business with. Put it out there in the universe. I've told you guys, the biggest thing in my career is when I decided that I wanted to meet Sergio Marchionne, at that time, the chairman of the board of Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ferrari, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, globally. Why did I want to meet him? I wanted to meet him because I knew it would change my life. I knew it would change the trajectory of my career. Plus, he was a pretty interesting guy. Come on. But I knew that if I wanted to take my career and my business to the next level in the automotive industry, I needed to know Sergio. But more important, Sergio needed to know me. And that's exactly what happened. Now, we had to go to extraordinary lengths to meet him. And that you guys all know that story. That doesn't matter. Who is the one person? Who are the people that sit within the Big Sellers Mastermind Group that if you knew them, if you started investing in them, if you started following them, if you started learning more about their business, that they would take an interest in your business? Who in Big Sellers do you want to do business with? Who are the people in 2019 that if you met them, they would change your life and your career? They don't have to be Sergio Marchionne. Okay? Well, and he died, so they won't be Sergio Marchionne. But who are those people? And it isn't just like star fetish type, oh, I want to meet Grant Cardone because he's a celebrity. No. Who are the people who can authentically help you go to the next level in your business? And we're going to start doing a lot more mastermind stuff. We're going to start doing a lot more mastermind stuff within just Big Sellers. Although 700 people aren't going to get the benefit of it if they don't hit the click button, since Facebook made the decision to just chop them out of there right now. So 15 or 20 people a piece. That's what I need from you guys and gals. Go in there and invite people. Let's build this into truly a mastermind. I don't want it to be some big group of a bunch of memes and a bunch of this, which is why I cut out probably 3/4 of the stuff that gets posted. Because, I don't need one more meme. I think they're great every now and then, but I want content. I want something when somebody reads it, they go, oh, aha. Okay, brilliant. This is something I can apply to my life or my business today, or this is something I can share with my team so that my team will be more successful. That is what we need to do. That is how we build the strongest mastermind, truly a mastermind. This is not just a group. This is not just a feel-good thing. This is a mastermind. This is people bringing value to people. But I want you to go within that group, and I want you to see who in that group could genuinely, number one, that you could bring value to, that's something that you do. Start trying to arrange, 15-minute Skypes with some of these people. Again, do not spam them or you will not get a response. Do not spam me or you will not get a response. But if somebody can authentically come to me and say, hey, I've got a product, a service, or something that I think you would find of value to help to help your organization, to help your clients, I'm always going to listen. That's what I do. I'm like Olivia Pope, I'm out there. I've got these clients, both manufacturers and automotive dealers and other clients, and they say, we have a problem. How are you going to fix it? I don't always try to claim to fix it by myself, but what I do is I curate the experts. I curate the experts to come in to solve that one problem. I'm not trying to be everything to everybody. My job is I'm Olivia Pope. My job is to identify the problem. And then at that point, it's my job to curate people, myself, my team included, to come in and solve a problem. All right, let's see what you guys have to say out there. Frank, Janelle, Iona, Eric, good morning. Ken Walls, you're still out there trying to defend yourself about your Russian comment, Walls. It was so funny. It wasn't funny at the time. I was like, those damn Russians, they have caused more havoc in this country. Anyways, it was pretty funny. I guess we had to be there. Melissa, we should meet up at NADA. Absolutely. For those, yes, Melissa, ping me. Send me your cell phone number. I'll send you mine. All my car dealer friends out there, all my automotive friends out there, I'll be at NADA from Wednesday to Saturday morning. I've got a meeting at Google on Wednesday, so I'll be there all day. But Thursday and Friday, I'll be down on the floor. So ping me. I've got meetings. I have a pretty tight schedule, but let's see if we can get together, at least have one glass of wine to my nutritionist. Again, there are just certain things in life we're not giving up, right, people? Wine and coffee would be my two non-negotiables. The English muffins, I'm going to have to be like, okay, I'll eat eggs instead. Anyways, so who's in control of our business? What are we doing to protect our tribe? Will you please go in and invite 15, 20, 30, 50, 100 people into Big Sellers? And hopefully they're going to accept, maybe write a compelling note or something with it. Let's build that mastermind. Let's do what we can to form relationships so that we know each other. So in case Big Brother, which I'm not going to say the name, in case Big Brother does come in and shut this whole thing down, I don't know. It just freaked me out yesterday that they can just really come in and do that. Anthony, we should look to provide value to our tribes first before taking value for them. Absolutely. That's what I said. Where can you provide value? But who is it you want to meet? Who is it you want to meet? Who are the people that can genuinely help your business, or you could help their business? Like I said, there's been two that I know of for a fact. 2 6-figure contracts went down because of Big Sellers Mastermind. Melissa, yeah, I'll be there Thursday through Sunday. Okay, good. Yeah, Thursday and Friday during the day, I've got some availability. So yeah, definitely ping me, Melissa. Let's hook up. Robert, one of the tasks ahead of me is to put into lessons how and why I do my thing here on Facebook. Yeah, no joke. I feel like I just lost Facebook. Yeah. So anyways, okay, guys, our time is up. Sorry for the little rant this morning, but I had to go there. It's like, oh, the Russians have taken away all my or a third of my community, which is pretty funny. And for those of you just tuning in, I know it wasn't the Russians, but when I went to my go-to, Ken Walls, and he was Googling it, and when I'm in a panic, he's like, well, I just read that the Russians shut down 800 million or 1,000 or whatever the number was of Russian fake accounts. I'm like, Ken, I did not have 800 Russians in Big Sellers Mastermind. We did go ahead and, we got to the bottom of it. So, but anyways, please get some people back into our group. Need to build this tribe big and strong and robust. And so anyways, I will see all of you later. Have a fantastic and fierce weekend. When you're thinking about what to give up, at least don't give up the coffee. Some of you may need to give up the wine, but don't give up the coffee, because coffee is a good thing, because that's what helps us jump on every morning at 6:45. So, and all of my automotive friends, NADA, San Francisco, cannot wait. I'll be there on Wednesday. Like I said, I'll be in Mountain View all day on Wednesday at Google. So I won't be back into the city until Wednesday night, but I will be down on the floor at NADA Thursday and Friday. And then I go home Saturday, like in the afternoon or something. So anyways, if nothing else, let's just meet, let's shake hands, let's say hi, let's connect. So until then, have a fantastic weekend, be fierce, and I'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.